This audio reading is taken from the book The Bible and the Newspaper by Charles Spurgeon. Our selected reading is entitled The Withering of Unbelief. Let all those who hate Zion be put to shame and turned back. Let them be as the grass on the housetops, which withers before it grows up, with which the reaper does not fill his hand, nor he who binds sheaves his arms. Psalm 129, 5-7. Notwithstanding the humidity of the season, the grass crop on Wandsworth Bridge will not be submitted to tender this year. This witty paragraph, taken from the South London Press, an interesting local paper of May 25th, refers to a bridge upon which there is little traffic. Of course, the grass will not be mown, for it has no depth of earth to grow upon and is of no value. The text which we have quoted here finds an illustration. It is true, a bridge is not a housetop, but in scantiness of soil it is much the same. The opponents of the gospel are very numerous, but they never come to anything. They are always confounded before they can well establish their theories. Various orders of infidels have sprung up suddenly, and have almost as suddenly disappeared, and even those which have endured for a longer season have ultimately passed away, leaving scarcely any memorial behind them. Unbelief is an unhealthy and unsatisfactory plant. There is nothing in it. It yields neither seed for the sower nor bread for the eater. It is not even good enough to fodder the cattle with. The very lowest of mankind find it unsatisfactory meat. Rationalists should never be too confident of their favourite scheme, for it is only one of a long series of short-lived weeds, and will be sure to wither before long, and to be denounced by some other order of advanced thinkers. Infidelity, like Canaan of old under the Hivites and the Jebusites, is a land which eateth up the inhabitants thereof. Skepticism derives most of its life from opposition. It has no natural stamina, and is rather a negative than a real existence. Little cause can there be for the citizens of Zion to be afraid of such adversaries. Instead of dismay, we may even breathe defiance. The virgin daughter of Zion hath despised thee, and laughed thee to scorn. The daughter of Jerusalem hath shaken her head at thee. It were well if this sacred confidence were more common among us, for it is to be deplored that, as each crop of the housetop grass of unbelief springs up, much unjustifiable alarm is manifested, and this does most of the mischief. There is really no cause to fear things so essentially feeble and self-destructive as systems of unbelief. The wooden guns of the Chinese are not more ridiculous than the philosophies of infidels. Ashamed they fly, they start aloof. Each foe of Zion flies. They are as grass upon the roof that ere the uprooting dies. Where no glad store may reaper find to fill his gathering hand, nor high their bosom heap, who bind the sheaves in wreathed band. Where never traveller as he passed did prayer or greeting frame, or say, God's blessing o'er thee last. We bless you in God's name. This concludes our reading. Thank you for listening.